Coming up on today's show, we catch up with the organizers of the Covered Bridge Bluegrass Festival in Union County. We also make a trip to the Canton area to visit the historic Pro Football Hall of Fame, as well as we visit a multi-million-dollar mansion that is one of the most luxurious lodging destinations that we have seen. Grab that cup of coffee, stay with us. You don't want to miss 1 minute of today's show. Coming up this weekend is the Union County Covered Bridge and Bluegrass Festival, and what a great time and a great place to bring the family. We had an opportunity to learn more about these covered bridges and the festival from Steve and Tina. Well, Steve, welcome down to About Columbus. Good to have you on the show. And Tina Knotts, good to have you on the show as well with the Covered Bridge and Bluegrass Festival.
Absolutely. Welcome to the Pottersburg Bridge.
Yes, thanks so much. Well, this is a great festival. I know you're, work on your, ninth year?
Ninth year, yes. It's actually our fourth year out here on the Pottersburg Bridge. And we welcome everyone to come out September 23rd, 24th, and 25th.
What can people expect to find that's going to visit the Covered Bridge and Bluegrass Festival?
It's actually a very old-fashioned, wholesome festival, so a little unlike some of the festivals that you might attend. We are literally out in the middle of a cornfield and a bean field, so it's a rural country drive. And everything that you'll experience here is kind of a step back in time. Get to experience history. We'll talk about our agriculture and how important it is in Union County. And we have just a little bit of everything for all ages. So we start out Friday night with the dinner on the bridge. And I think you and I were talking earlier, we seat 100 people for dinner on this gorgeous bridge. We are sold out this year, but we do have a picnic on the bridge on Saturday evening, and we're featuring Sugar Creek Bluegrass Band that will be playing at the same time that we have the picnic. But we have all types of kids activities, horse and wagon rides up and down the road, bridge tours, so you can see all the bridges in Union County. And
craftspeople too, right?
Craftspeople, antique, vintage, homemade items.
Well, let's turn to Steve a little bit, because Steve, you're the guy who's kind of the historian on these bridges and what's occurred here. So kind of give us a little of the history of the covered bridges and how this one got here.
Okay. We are very fortunate here in Union County. We have 4 remaining historic bridges that were built in the 1800s, all of them built by a fellow by the name of Reuben Partridge. He built close to 200 bridges in central Ohio, quite a few of those here in Union County. There are still 5 of his bridges that are remaining. 4 of them are in Union County. 1 of them is in Canal Winchester in Franklin County. This bridge itself was moved about 10 years ago from its original location to this location on the North Lewisburg Multi-Purpose Trail. Anytime you come out to this location, you will find people pulling up, getting out, walking this 2-mile trail and back. The nice thing is you can buy ice cream at the other end of the trail in the village of North Lewisburg. So if you have trouble with motivation, there's your motivation.
So Tina, I understand you got a breakfast here on the bridge on Saturday morning.
We do. It's a great time to bring your family out. Breakfast starts at 8:30 a.m. And along with breakfast, we also have a 5K run and a walk down the Pottersburg Bridge Trail.
So Tina, Sunday you have a church service on the bridge?
We do. We start out with a church service here on the Pottersburg Bridge. You can even come early and have coffee with us on the bridge. And then in the afternoon, there's lots of lunch options across the road and vintage baseball along with bluegrass music.
Tina, let's get some contact information for people who are coming out to the Covered Bridge and Bluegrass Festival.
Absolutely. We have a full schedule online, coveredbridgefestival.com. We have bluegrass music planned for the entire weekend. It's just $5 to get in. That's a weekend pass. And we have 8 bands that will play throughout the weekend.
Sounds great. Tina, thanks so much for being on the show.
Pleasure.
Steve, again, thanks for the history.
Sure.
Thank you.
Like the Out and About Columbus Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news about upcoming shows and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/outandaboutcolumbus. People from all over Central Ohio and beyond come to Dalton Union Winery to experience some of the best craft wines the area has to offer. Dale and Tanya told us more about the winery and how they're involved in the Union County Covered Bridge Festival. Well, Dale, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about Dalton Union Winery.
Renee, we've been open for a little over a year. August 1st of last year is when we've opened. We opened with a small tasting room. You may have seen it on your network last year, and expanded into this area on June 4th. Tanya and I have been making wine together for about 6 years, and I've been making wine for about 25 years.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your customers. Who comes here to the winery?
You know, we get a variety of everybody. I mean, from new wine drinkers to experienced wine drinkers that have been drinking it for years, and we enjoy talking to all of them. New wine drinkers, when they come in, explaining to them what a sweet is, what a dry is, why they're tasting what they're tasting, helping them to kind of understand what they're enjoying, what they're not enjoying about the wines. Experienced wine drinkers talking to them about their experiences, what they've seen at other wineries, and talking to them about why our wines are the way that they are. It's just a great conversation. We enjoy that connection with our customers, no matter who they are.
Well, Tanya, I'm going to turn to you. So, Tanya, how are you involved in the Union County Covered Bridge Festival?
So last year, people really seemed to like our wines, so the Chamber came to us and asked us to make a couple exclusive wines. But we have the Covered Bridge Red and the Bluegrass White that will be available, and they're both a limited edition, so once they're gone, they're gone.
You have limited hours here that you operate the winery, but people can actually rent the space out, correct?
That is correct. So Sunday through Friday, anyone who wants to have a birthday party, bachelorette party, bridal shower, baby shower, we would love to help them create just a really wonderful event for themselves and their families and friends, so they can rent our facility Sunday through Friday.
So how can we find out more about Dalton Union Winery?
Well, you can always visit our website at daltonunion.com. You can always give us a phone call, 937-645-5889, or you can send me an email.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Tanya. It was a pleasure meeting you. Dale, thank you for having us out. Great place you have here.
If it's happening in Central Ohio, it's on our event page. ONAColumbus.com will give you detailed information on everything: arts, entertainment, education, sports, theater, and more. Go to ONAColumbus.com now and click on ONA events.
Well, if you're headed to the Covered Bridge Festival in Union County, Dutchman in Plain City is definitely a place you need to stop for a delicious meal, to satisfy your sweet tooth, and to shop till you drop. Megan told us about some of the delicious items you'll find on the menu at Dutchman, as well as some of the unique items you can shop for at Carlisle Gifts. Well, Megan, out here at Dutchman, there is so much to see and so much to do. Let's start with Dutchman, the restaurant. Tell us why people love to come here to eat.
Well, people do love Dutchman, don't they?
Yes, they do.
We pride ourselves in being able to offer genuine hospitality and the background of the Amish and Mennonite community when people come in. And so we love to welcome people, first-time visitors or people who come time and time again. We love it. And people really feel that hospitality when they walk through our doors.
So what are some of the specialties that people come to here to eat? I know it's home cooking.
It is. It is all home cooking, all recipes from our grandmothers. So our buffet is a huge selling point for us. We also offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner. People experience the Dutchman through our food and our restaurant, the service in our full-scale bakery, and then the relaxing atmosphere of our gift shop, Carlisle Gifts.
Well, there's nothing better than eating and then shopping afterwards.
Yes.
After the delicious meal, you have to stop by the bakery for dessert. Let's talk about the bakery.
Yeah. Well, we have a full-scale bakery, as you know, here in the restaurant. We're selling Long Johns and donuts, and we do a lot of seasonal items. So we just started pumpkin at the beginning of this month, so they're always a big hit.
Now, after we fill our stomachs with this delicious food, we must shop. Yes. And it's at Carlisle Gifts. What are we going to find at Carlisle Gifts?
A relaxing environment for shopping, and there are tons of different unique options and gifts that you can purchase here at Carlisle Gifts, and we have one of the biggest selections of Buckeye items in the local area, and also a very nice selection of Amish country items for people to purchase.
Well, how can we find out more about Dutchman, the bakery, and Carlisle Gifts?
Absolutely. So you can find us on our website at dutchman.com, and it has all of our information for all three, the restaurant, the bakery, and the gift shop.
Fantastic. Megan, again, thank you for having us out.
Thank you.
It's always fun.
Great. Thanks for coming out.
Do you enjoy the local music scene? Then visit the featured music page on ONAColumbus.com for interviews and information on some of Columbus's best musical acts.
Well, if you're coming to the Covered Bridge Festival, the Holiday Inn Express Marysville is the perfect place to stay. They offer their guests beautiful deluxe accommodation. Dave told us more about some of the amenities that the Holiday Inn Express Marysville offers their guests. So Dave, thank you so much for coming on Out and About Columbus. Great hotel here. Why do people like to come to the Holiday Inn Express Marysville?
Well, Holiday Inn Express is known for a free breakfast, a hot breakfast in the morning, free Wi-Fi, easy check-in, easy check-out.
Yeah. Well, you know what? This breakfast buffet here is really nice. It's not just, Danish.
No, it's not. We have everything from, if you want a Danish, we have awesome cinnamon rolls that Holiday Inn Express is known for. But then we have bacon, sausage. We even have turkey sausage. We have scrambled eggs, cheese omelets, Western omelets, and then some cereal for the kids too.
And a pancake machine.
Oh, we have a pancake machine. All you do is you press a button, and 1 minute you get a pancake pop right out.
I love it. Now, for families, especially if you're coming up for the Covered Bridge Fest, you guys have a pool and everything, right?
Yes, we do. We have an indoor pool that's, even though it's warm out, it's still heated. That way it's about 83, 85 degrees. We have a little workout area if you want to go in and ride the bike or maybe do the treadmill. And then if you need to do some work and you didn't bring your computer, we have a business center where you can use a computer and printer for free.
Fantastic. One thing that makes you guys so special is your staff. They're incredible.
It really is. The people that work here like working here. Everything from front desk to housekeeping to maintenance to the breakfast bar person. If you stay here, you're going to see a happy person. Because if we have a happy employee, we have a happy guest.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Let's talk about the rooms. What kind of rooms can we find here?
Well, you get everything from a standard king, which is perfect for the one or two people. We also have a really nice hot tub room upstairs. And then we have some suites, 2 queen suites.
Well, Dave, how can we find out more about the Holiday Inn Express Marysville and book a room?
Well, if you want to book a room, you can do that online at holidayInnExpressMarysvilleOH.com or simply give us a call, 937-738-7710.
Fantastic. Thank you again for coming on the show, and I'd like to come stay here.
Hey, okay, come stay.
Like the Out and About Columbus Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news about upcoming shows and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/outandaboutcolumbus. While visiting Plain City, the Cheese House is definitely a place you're going to want to stop to find some of the freshest baked goods and quality meat and cheeses anywhere around. Lisa told us why people come from miles just to shop at the Cheese House. Well, Lisa, welcome to the show. The Cheese House has been around for quite some time.
It has. Thank you for being here. The Cheese House does have a great history and tradition and is a staple of the Plain City area.
Well, everything is fresh, and that's one of the reasons why people come back. We just heard a testimony from one of your customers about how wonderful this place is. The bakery, let's talk about your baked goods, because they are made fresh every day, correct?
They are, and they're delivered each morning. Homemade breads, white wheat, cookies, whoopie pies, fried pies, and they're all fresh baked locally.
You also have baked things for people to bake with. Holidays are coming up, people are going to start baking.
Yes.
And you have all the ingredients here.
Yes, all those staples that you need for your pantry for those holiday baking needs, the different flours, the sugars, spices. We have all of those here.
So let's talk about your deli, because that is one of your most popular draws for people. The line is out the door. Tell us what we'll find.
You'll find the quality meats and cheeses, the best around. The pricing is awesome. We have the best ham, roast beef. We have a variety of turkeys available as well. Our meats and cheeses comes from Holmes County, Ohio, which is Amish country, and it's the freshest.
Now, do you do meat and cheese trays or anything like that custom ordered?
Yes, absolutely. We need at least 24 hours notice, and we'll put together any of the needs that the customer might have.
Well, Lisa, how can we find out more about the Cheese House?
Oh, absolutely. Visit us at our website at shopthecheesehouse.com. We have a very active Facebook at The Cheese House. We're located here on State Route 42 here in Plain City, and come out and see us.
Fantastic. Thank you again for having us out. This place is fabulous.
Thank you.
We're on our trip to Canton. We stopped by the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and they've got a couple new experiences that you're going to want to come here and see. We had an opportunity to talk to Pete Fairley, Vice President of Communications. So it's been about a year since we've been here. What's new at the Hall of Fame?
Well, it's almost a completely new place, Mike, and your viewers can certainly come to Canton, Ohio, a short drive from Columbus, to see what we call the most inspiring place on earth. And we have two new attractions that are really something you don't want to miss, and you don't necessarily even have to be a football fan to enjoy these, but we are displaying what's called the Hunt Kasserline Pro Football Hall of Fame card collection, which is the rarest and most valuable card collection in the world. And then we also have just opened this summer what's called a Game for Life, and it is an immersive holographic experience that invites our guests into a locker room that is intended just for Hall of Famers. And they're greeted by a hologram of Joe Namath that looks every bit as real as you and I standing here talking about what this game teaches. Really not just necessarily on the field, but taking those lessons from what they learn on the field and applying it to everything in life. And I can tell you, it is something that has all of our visitors really inspired, and that's what we're doing here at the Hall, is creating this inspiring visit when you come to the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
The card collection, Pete, is that just here for a while and going to be gone, or what are the circumstances?
Yes, we opened that this summer. It'll be here for the next several months, and then it will actually travel around the country and come back here in time for the NFL's 100th season in 2019. But it's something that, I'm not a big card collector. I don't know about you, Mike, but it's something I go in there and I just marvel at it, because you're going back and you're looking at football cards that go back into the 1800s. There's an exhibit in here that there are about 10 rookie Joe Namath cards. Each one is valued at about $100,000. So as you look at that display, you're seeing in those cards more than Joe Namath ever made playing football.
In this hall that you've set up here, let's talk a little bit about that. You're saying it's holographic. Am I actually interacting with the characters, or?
No, you're going into this locker room that's pretty sacred, and we set the stage by trying to explain what it means just to make it to the NFL is a very small percent, and of that, it's just a pinprick of who actually make it to Canton, Ohio. And so we invite you into this locker room of some extraordinary individuals during a point in their life achieve such excellence, and we try to take those lessons that they learned and really apply it to life. So you'll have Joe Namath sharing the story, and all of a sudden on a magic chalkboard, Jim Kelly will come up and talk about his perseverance during his days as a quarterback of the Buffalo Bills, of getting to the Super Bowl 4 straight years but not winning it. Really prepared him for his incredible battle against cancer. Or Alan Page, who actually helped build the Hall of Fame as a college student on a summer job, actually ends up in Canton, Ohio, and he talks about the importance of education and how he used that to make it to the Supreme Court of the state of Minnesota. And that's what we're doing here at the Hall. Again, is we're calling it the most inspiring place on earth, and we're taking these values that you learn from the game that are so extraordinary and applying it to everything in life. And we focus on commitment, integrity, courage, respect, and excellence that not only make you a Hall of Famer, but they make you a great broadcaster, make you a great business person, a great community, and a great country. And that's what we're doing here at the Hall. And this is just the tip of the iceberg of where we're going. It's the beginning of a $500 million expansion of this campus into Hall of Fame Village. It'll be done in 3 years, and there'll be a lot more of this coming down the road.
So, Pete, where can people learn more about the Football Hall of Fame?
Well, the easiest place to go is to our website, profootballhof.com.
Out and About Columbus, in association with the Pro Football Hall of Fame, is giving away 2 tickets. All you have to do is go to Facebook to register, or you can go to our website at outandaboutcolumbus.com to register. Well, I can't think of a better winery than Gervasi Vineyards. This place is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm not the only one that agrees with that. They have just won some competition that's amazing for not only their villas, but their culinary services here as well. We had an opportunity to talk to Scott Swaldo and learn more. This place is like just on the top of our list. We come to this town, we have to visit you because it is just phenomenal. This is what you term a destination winery, and I know you get a lot of visitors here. What do you think makes that experience so unique?
Well, I think what's unique about Gervasi is you really feel, first of all, like you're somewhere really special. From all the details, you feel like you're in a Tuscan escape. What people tell us all the time, I can't believe they're in Ohio. So all the details, from the aesthetics to the service to the food, and all the different things you can experience, from different types of restaurants, wines, overnight stay. We really have a lot of activities and things to do on property.
Yeah. Speaking of that, you have an event coming up. Let's talk a little bit about that.
We do. We have our 5th annual Festa Gervasi, which is our harvest festival, a benefit for the United Way locally. And it's a wonderful family-friendly festival on the 25th of September. It's from 12 to 5. We have a lot of grape stomping, a lot of food, a lot of music, a lot of fun activities for the family to enjoy.
Well, Scott, behind us is the bistro, and I know you guys really hire some fantastic chefs and do some great things. How does it stack up? What do you, I understand you won some awards?
Yeah, we really have a wonderful culinary team, and we're really honored that they were recognized by USA Today Top 10 for winery restaurants in the United States. So we're really up against Napa Valley, some of the best restaurants in California, and we finished in the top 10 at number 7. We're really proud of that.
Yeah, you know what? That doesn't surprise me a bit.
Well, we have the bistro is a wonderful restaurant. We have 2 other dining options, the casual patio behind us as well as the Crush House. So we really have a wonderful team that provides a variety of experiences when it comes to food.
Well, Scott, not only is the culinary experience award-winning, but the villas like we have behind us are also award-winning, right?
They are. We just won the USA Today #1 winery hotel in America, and we are, again, thrilled with that. We were up against some wonderful properties in California, all over the country, so it's a huge honor, and we really believe we deliver the experience.
Is there any hints for people coming up from the Columbus area in terms of is there a good period of time to book? How far in advance do they book? Those kinds of things?
Well, really, first of all, we're year-round property. A lot of times they think wineries are only summertime, but we have wonderful experience in the winter. In the wintertime, maybe you can book a few weeks out. Summer may be a month or 2 in the weekends, but weeknights are often available, and we have a lot of people who do stays during the week.
Fantastic. Well, where are we learning more information?
At gervasivineyard.com.
Fantastic. Scott, once again, thanks so much for being on the show. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Like the Out and About Columbus Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news about upcoming shows and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/outandaboutcolumbus.
We're on our trip to the Akron-Canton area. We ventured up to Sebring, Ohio, and found the beautiful Sebring Inn and Day Spa. And what an amazing place. Whether it's a romantic getaway or a corporate event or a wedding, this is the place that you should check out. We talked to Lynn Beery about what you're going to find here. Well, Lynn, great to have you in the Sebring Inn and Day Spa on the show. This place, I got to tell you, is amazing. When we came around the corner and saw it, it's just breathtaking. Give us a little of the history and background and what people are going to find here.
Well, Sebring was the pottery capital of the world in the early 1900s. So when the town was built by the Sebrings, who also founded Sebring, Florida, they're the only families in the U.S. that have 2 towns named after them. And so when they started the potteries here, they also started building the mansions. And there were 9 of them, 5 this size. This is the only one of the big 5 left.
And what are your guests going to find? What can they expect to see here? I mean, I saw the outside. It's breathtaking. You took us on a tour. It's amazing to see here. Give us a little sample of what's here.
Well, it's very intimate, very private. When you come, we're not a restaurant, so it's like having a fine dining in your own home. And people just stroll around and use the pools, the saunas, the steam bath. In their rooms, the showers are separate from the tubs. Every room has a fireplace. And when we're finished, the 14 rooms, 11 of those have private balconies. So there's always a getaway little nook and cranny for an overnight weekend.
I can't imagine this not being just the best romantic getaway there is. I bet you're packed around Valentine's Day, right?
Oh, yes, sir. Last year we were totally booked out, and it was great. It's always fun. Sometimes you come and you're the only ones here, and people say it's like being the king and queen of the castle, and other times it's Party City, and they love it that way too.
Well, let's talk a little bit about corporate events and weddings, because that's one of the big parts of this. And, seeing what you have here, it is great.
Yes, it is. We actually have a 2 o'clock license in our pub. So for a corporate event, it's great. They'll come in, and sometimes there's planes that are late. They may not arrive here till 1, so they still have time for a nightcap before they turn in and start in on their day the next day or 2. Most of the events are 2 and 3 night events. We take care of all the meals. We have chefs on site.
Fantastic. Well, the other thing that we saw, of course, was the spa, the day spa, and we talk about that. Give us a little sample of what people are going to find in the day spa.
In the day spa, we will be running that Monday through Thursday for day spas. So weekends are reserved totally for our guests. Once in a while, we take a weekday and reserve it for private parties too. But they can get everything: facials, hair, nails, all kinds of different massages.
Give us some contact information, some website information for folks in Columbus. I know a lot of people come up here. You're only like 2 hours away. So give us a little bit of where we can find more information.
SebringMansion.com.
Fantastic. Lynn, thanks so much.
Thank you, Mike.
A wonderful place. Appreciate you having us out. Out and About Columbus, in association with the Pro Football Hall of Fame, is giving away 2 tickets. All you have to do is go to Facebook to register, or you can go to our website at outandaboutcolumbus.com to register.
Since 1988, Max has been an iconic staple here in the Short North, serving up great craft beers, delicious food, well into the night. Beth told us about their unique atmosphere and some of the dishes that you can enjoy when you come to Max. Max has been around for quite some time. You guys are iconic here in the Short North. Tell us about Max.
It's a great, dark, warm, cozy bar. Very comfortable atmosphere, a lot of regulars, late night food. We serve until 1:45 a.m. So we do get a lot of locals and a lot of people that are in town for business or conventions, things like that.
You're in a great location, the heart of the Short North, and people come here for the food and for the fine craft beers that you serve here. Let's talk a little bit about that.
We have a lot of craft beers. We try to rotate it. We try to carry what's popular and trending. Right now, IPAs are very popular, so we have quite a few of those. We try to get local brew in too, so we have Barley's, 4 Strings, Columbus Brewing Company, and we're not afraid to try something new too.
Well, this is quite a lot of food for us two to eat. And I'm willing, believe me. Let's talk a little bit about the food that you serve here.
It's very good bar food. We have some Scottish specialties, the Scotch egg. We also have tater tots, just like you used to get in school. Our burgers are cooked to order, and they're all a half pound. We have a couple signature burgers, the Mac burger. We have sauerkraut balls. We have a great fish sandwich, beef stew, and then our open-faced roast beef, the club. The list goes on and on. We have a lot of really good food.
Well, we're right, coming into all the sporting events coming up and football games, basketball, all of that ahead of us. This is a great place to come and watch the game. Why is this a great place? And do you have any events that you're going to be, hosting coming up?
It's a great place. We've just added 3 TVs, so pretty much anywhere you sit in here, you're going to have a great view. And we're going to be hosting different events for different sporting events that are going on, but we always have room, and it's always a lively crowd when people come to watch the game here. So it's a lot of fun.
Actually have a private room that you rent out if you want to have your own party.
Sure, we do. And you can have a server. You can pre-order food, or you can just order food when you come in. There's a pool table, Pop-A-Shot, Pac-Man, and then we have tables back there, and there's no charge. You have to just call and reserve it.
Well, Beth, how can we find out more information about Max?
We are on Facebook. Also, you can call 614-221-6227 or stop by. We're at 693 North High Street in the heart of the Short North.
Like the Out and About Columbus Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news about upcoming shows and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/outandaboutcolumbus.